Hello all you imps, pixies, and other fine fae folk. It is me, the Hobby Hobbit, this channel where we like to play with a lot of different arts and craftsy things, but are master of none. So last time we talked while we were working on the junk journal, we were aging pages. So this is one of the pages from where I was using the water on my laminated sheet. So that's how that ended up drying. This is where I used the medicine lid directly into the ink to make some stains. This is where I used the makeup brush and aged it myself. I like this technique because you can add spots wherever you like. This is my preferred technique. However, I had a lot of fun the other day. This one is just a few little bits of aging. Again, with the hand aging it with the brush. More of the sprayed water onto the laminated sheet. This next part is where we got into the rubbing alcohol, because rubbing alcohol will dissipate much quicker. And then here I started doing this, I think after we kind of stopped filming. I thought, well, what happens if I put some ink directly into the spray bottle with rubbing alcohol? So I added about 10 to 12 drops of Tim Holtz's ink refill in ground espresso to rubbing alcohol, and so I started spraying it directly onto the pages. And I gotta admit, I kind of like it. It didn't do so much on these, but it is aged and stained. Just a little bit here and there. I didn't want to overdo it because those are already coffee dyed. So let's get to these pages where I really played with it. So you can see, like, I really like this. So much so that I went in last night and redid some more on them to make them a little bit darker and a little more stained. Okay, and then I added just the tiniest bit to the inside cover. I didn't add any to the outside cover, but I added the tiniest bit to the inside cover. So today's project, I just wanted to show you those results. Today's project, I think we're going to do some masterboarding because it's about time to start working on ephemera. So we're going to title this An Adventure in Masterboard. I also pulled out a couple of blue pages because I wanted to tie in some more blue because of the cover being so pretty. I wanted to tie in just a little bit more blue into this journal. So I found these sheets in my stash. Look how pretty. Isn't that just the prettiest? Next to that. And then this faux blue jean material next to it. This is actually from the same pack as this. This is from a little pack I got at Joann's. It's basically like a maps and things. This is cardstock. This is more of a thin copy paper. So we're gonna add that. I'm gonna put you on pause real quick while I clear all this off of my desk. Right, we're back. Got the desk cleared off. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I've pulled out a lot of my scraps and things, and I've got this really generic, not great glue stick, but I'm gonna use this because I can use the Elmer's liquid glue around the edges if I need to. I'm trying to use these up before I break into better glue, so that's my goal today. I am going to get this handy dandy out so that when we're near edges, I can, in case I go off the edge. Or actually, we could do this to glue on too. Yeah, let's do it that way. Now, as far as this masterboard goes, I have several scraps out. This is a smaller size, so if we use them, I am going to definitely cut them down and put them in smaller bits and pieces to do this. But let's look and see what we might want to incorporate. I think I want this because this is definitely in those colors. I want some of this. I don't want this. That wouldn't be bad. don't want that. That's a maybe. Now I gotta see, because these are cardstock. So I've got to be careful about putting cardstock and other on. That might be fun. These are a no for me. These are all a no. Not for this project. Okay. I like them, but not for this project. This is a maybe, but that's thin, so let's put this over with this paper. That is a card. This is a maybe. We can throw this on. Why not? Why not? Let's see what else we've got. Actually, instead of cutting up that big one, let's use this little one. So this pile right here. I feel like that's a maybe. This, I think. I've got a feeling of what we're going through, so I'm going to move these. We'll use these for pockets or something, maybe. Sure. Sure. Oh, for sure. I like that. Nope, that's card. Can you even see what I'm going through here? Yes. No. Card. Card. Just in case we want a bigger piece of that. No. Yes. Another little piece. Another small piece. Oops, small piece. What's this? That's card. Okay, and obviously I'm not going to use all of this because I don't have a big space to do. We're just going to do a little bit of masterboard playing around here. Okay. So I was unsure of this, but I like this, just a little strip. We'll just throw that on there. Now, let's see. I don't want this much, so that can go back over here. Let's get my few little bits out. Let's take this big green out. I don't want that much green in this. I want to focus more on blues and muted colors. Okay, yeah, I think we've got enough to do a masterboard in. For sure. Okay. We can throw a little bit of that on. And then that. Alright. I'm not necessarily going to use pieces this small, but I think we can use some that are that small. Alright, let me put this back up. Back in a Momo. Right, okay. So let's just play with, see, so this is a bigger piece. That might come in more handy. Alright. Let's just start playing and see where it takes us, shall we? And I'm not going to worry about direction at all. I know some people do worry about putting things in the right direction. I'm not going to worry about that. I kind of like the idea of having them this small, though. Let's just play and see where it takes us, shall we? Okay. Let's just see where the day takes us. Alright. Some smaller pieces. Small. I know most people don't use them this small, but I kind of want to, just to see where it takes us. Okay. I think one more of these should do. Okay. Now let's see. Set this aside. I have no real plan in mind, in case you're wondering. I'm just having at it. These are different. And now my extras can go over here so I can grab them if I need them. This is at least going to be enough to start, I think. And the thing is they're all different sizes, so it's not like they're meant to perfectly fit. I know we don't have enough to do the whole thing, but it's enough to start for now. Okay. Well, let's get to gluing. Actually, let's just do something that nobody else does. There. This may not be a full-time or a but I think just to start we can do it this way. I don't think this is going to be a big time solution to doing it, but since I have so many small pieces, I think this is probably a good way to start at least. I can see that's going to be a problem there, but it's our masterboard. We can do what we want, right? As Mr. Bob Ross used to say, there are no accidents, they're just happy mistakes. Let's make some happy, baby. No, I did not grunge any of these pages up or these pieces up because they can be grunged up once we've made whatever we're making out of them. Peel off. Okay, now I think it's time to start gluing on the side of this thing. Can you see me gluing? Yes. So I saw that I now have 8 followers. That's super exciting to me. Introduce yourselves. Say hi. Don't be shy, I don't bite. So yeah, I don't care about the direction these are going in. I'm just gluing for the sake of gluing. I have no idea what we're gonna make out of these, but we're gonna make something. Yeah, let's put that up there. We'll see, we'll make it together, huh? I've got my new crocodile and I'm absolutely terrified to use it because I broke the last one. Well, I didn't break it, I went to move the thing that's supposed to change the space in the bite, and it completely came off in my hand with next to no pressure. So I've got the replacement. They, you know, Amazon's very kind about doing that. I sent it back, got the replacement, and I didn't have much luck when I was using it before because it would just chew up the grommets, eyelets, whatever you want to call them, and wouldn't actually make them nice. I mean, they were loose and it just wasn't really fun to use. So I've watched a few videos, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous to booger it up again or to not have them work, because so many people are so successful at using the eyelets and it looks so pretty and so finished and polished on the projects. I want that, you know? I want that look. And the thing is they don't come with very good instructions. Like it's a sheet of paper this big that has like 4 languages on it, and then it says you've got the squares 1, 2, 3, 4, A, B, C, D, E, and it tells you to move them, but it doesn't tell you which to move for what desired effect or how to move them. It's just not a very good instructional sheet. So I'm not gonna lie, I did some searching and found that Miss Julie over at Camille's Craft Designs has done a wonderful tutorial on how to and what to. So I'm going to watch that again before I attempt try number 2, as it were. Yeah, I just don't know. Have you guys made any projects? Is there anything that you're wanting to try out and are nervous to do so? Please feel free to share with me. And yeah, you saw me scoop that little bit of glue up. I just don't want the clumps everywhere. But I like using this because then I can wipe it off with a baby wipe and use it again. That's just my preference. Yeah, no? Okay, that's gonna go there. Oh, my hands are getting so gluey. This might have gone a lot quicker if I would have used bigger pieces, but I think this will be more interesting this way. And then the next question is do I want to put any kind of like ink stains across it to... Oh, come on. You can glue down. We could stamp on it before we... That might be an option. We could definitely stamp on it before we make it into tags or cards or whatever we're going to make it into. That might be fun. This is a messy process for sure. I don't know. Well, I guess people who do masterboards do bigger pieces of paper, don't they? I, for whatever reason, chose to do smaller pieces. Probably because I saw this was a small board and thought, well, there's no need to do big pieces. We want a lot of variety in this. Yeah. Okay. But at least I know I'm gluing everywhere, right? You still see me barely. Are you guys saying, oh no, put this piece here, put this piece there? No, it doesn't look right there. No, put it over there. That's for sure 100% what I would be doing if I were watching this video. Look at this. Look, This is just from picking this up. Do you see? Yeah. And that looks like a piece of cardboard. Okay, that can go there. So tell me about your day. How have you been? Like you can talk back to me. Well, I mean you could, but I can't hear it unless you put it in the comments below. Okay. You know, I'm not mad at it. I'm really not. We haven't used this piece yet. My thing is I think I might just cut one long piece for that area, kind of like that. That'll work there. And then Mr. Puppy Boy is back in my room, Mr. Marvel Man, but I'm not gonna love on him because I've got the glue on my hands and I don't wanna get it all over his coat. That can go there. There. And then I will let this dry. So this will probably be a quick little video today because I understand that these need to dry pretty well before you start messing with them. And patience is not a virtue of mine. Like, I'm okay when I'm training somebody. I've got all the patience in the world for someone then. But when it's something like this and I want to just do it and play and do it and play, I have no patience. And I know what would happen is I would cut this up and then all the pieces would start coming off and I'd be really mad at myself. So we're gonna do it proper. I'm gonna, as Elsa would say, I'm gonna let it go. Let it go. Oh, I can't sing that because I can't afford any copyright issues. And I'm pretty sure Disney would definitely sue my little butt. Well, my butt's not little, but you know what I'm trying to say. My little channel. We're gonna just tear that piece. Okay. All right, not bad for the first half. What do you guys think? What do you think? Can you see it okay? Not bad. I might get some brown acrylic and put a wash over it to make it a little darker and grungier. I don't know yet. We'll see. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do, just to make sure we do get it all different kinds of directions and things, we're gonna do a flip-flop, and I will need to cut some more paper. So I'll keep that in mind, that I definitely will need to cut some more paper. But we have plenty to cut, so that's not gonna be an issue. It's cold out here. I'm so ready for spring. Anyone else tired of the cold? And the thing is this winter hasn't even been that cold, but just a couple cold days and I'm like, okay, I'm done, I'm over it. Spring and fall are my favorite because it's warm enough that you can still wear a t-shirt, but cool enough in the evenings where you can sleep with your windows open. Oh, gotta love it. Got to love it. And this fat girl likes to have cool weather to sleep in. For sure. Just scrape this up because this is getting yucky over here too. I don't know why this gets so yucky. Probably because it's such a cheap glue stick, but I mean, this was in the very beginning of my stages. I was like, oh, that's a good deal. Let's try them out, because I wasn't for sure how to do some of this stuff and I didn't want to invest too much in case I ended up messing it all up or not liking it. And truth be told, I like the liquid glue better. I really do. but this is something where you need every space of it glued down. Let's flip this around too so we can get some fresh glue estate. So tell me about yourselves, guys. I'd love to know a little bit about my wonderful followers. I think what I'll do is, if I get up to 100, I will do a giveaway of some sort. Oh, come on, glue. Why? If I get to 100 followers, I'll do a giveaway. I was thinking maybe a couple Tim Holtz ink pads. Just something small for my small little family that I'm gathering. My little group of teeny tiny followers. So if you would like that, spread the word, have people follow me. And I'd appreciate any likes to my videos as well. I don't know how the algorithms work, and so I have a feeling the more likes I get, the more chances I have of being seen and put out there. And then more people can have fun with us and laugh at my mistakes, because there's going to be a lot. That I'm sure of. But I will, as you've noticed, I don't cut my videos or edit out my mistakes, because I believe in being authentic in life. So I will share all of my mistakes with you guys. I want something for along here. There we go. Let's put this down here. If I do need to cut, well, I am gonna need to cut more more people. Good night. When I cut more paper, I'm gonna wipe this glue stick off of my gluing page, for lack of a better word. And then I will come back and start again with some more of this stuff. You don't want to watch me just wipe it off with a wet wipe. I mean, that's kind of boring. It's not kind of, it's for sure boring. Plus I'll have to wash my hands at that point in time anyway, so it'll be a good time for a break and to get a drink of water, because I can't do it now because look at this. This is spider hands. It's like webs. Boogity. That's a lot of blue there. Okay, I've got a lot of these blues left over. I'm gonna try and put them in order here, or not order, but in sections. Yeah, I definitely need to take a quick break to cut some more pages because I don't have enough variety now. So I'll use that opportunity to wash my hands, get a drink, wash this and cut everything. You don't need to see me cut it all up again. You've seen that. So back in a moment. Okay, we're back. Hands are washed. This is washed down with, again, biodegradable baby wipes. I've got these kind of all cut up and sorted into like areas. Let's go. Let's get at it, shall we? Pitter patter, let's get at her, as Letterkenny would say. Now, we haven't had a map piece in a hot minute. I think the problem with this glue is it is a less expensive brand, and I think that's maybe where some of my issues come in with it, because it's very soft. We haven't had one of these in a while. I was thinking, I have a brand new die cut machine that I've never used before, and some new die cuts, and some of those are tag shapes, so maybe we could play with that when this is dry and see if we can make them into tag shapes. I don't know. I've never used it. My first time using it will be on air, so like I said, this channel is about learning, playing, and having fun. So that is what I intend to do with it. We'll learn together, we'll see what we like, what we don't like, and go from there. Obviously, as I'm a brand new channel, none of this stuff is sponsored. And And even if I were ever to get to a point where I could, you know, be sponsored, I would always give my absolute honest opinion on something. It's just something I believe in, is being truthful and open about everything. You know, this really is a pretty little piece. It's got really fine lines on it. There you are. Really fine lines of the flowers. It's real pretty. Okay, let's get a little bit of map down here. See what I mean? It's goopy. I've gotten an Elmer's brand glue stick to move into next. It's for crafting, strong bond or something, so I don't know if I'll be able, like with this I can move stuff around and play with it because it is so goopy. I don't know if I'll be able to with the other brand, with Elmer's or not, but we'll find out and we shall see. This is actually very relaxing doing this. I mean, you just plop pieces down and don't even think about it. If you're wondering about it or wanting to try it, I definitely, absolutely recommend it. Very relaxing. Hey, look at that. Perfect. Let's get some stripes going this direction now, over here. I've got Taylor Swift's Anti-Hero in my head. I have this Sirius in my car, and I swear there's about 6 different versions of that song with different remixes and things. That girl knows how to market herself and get her music out there. That's 100%. We haven't used, see, it's already on me and I just washed my hands. She knows how to market herself and get it out there, because that version, you know, I'll have it on one station and then suddenly I've got it popping up on 2 different stations for this song. There's so-and-so's remix and so-and-so's remix, and then there's Taylor's version, and yeah. It's catchy though. I don't know if you guys do TikTok or anything, but that's all over the place, especially with, I like the dog videos. I'm a pupper person, and so like they're always like, well, who's eating this, or who got into, you know, who chewed up mommy's shoes? It's me. Hi. And Taylor, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to copyright you. Please, please don't sue me. It's a very catchy song though. I do enjoy it. These pieces of paper are sticking to me again. Let's have this go this direction. I think I had better luck just gluing the masterboard, right? I don't know if you can hear, but what are you chewing on over there, Marvel? What you has? What is it you hit? No, you don't chew on Sakis. You're too old for that. Little turd. You have a toy right in front of you, baby. Look down and he's chewing on an old sock. I still have like a big box of junk that I've got to take to the dump in this room. And that must have fallen off of the top. And he's just licking his chops like he's some kind of foot connoisseur. Little turd. See, I just did this and now my hands are all sticky again. I just washed them. Okay. These are my flushable wipes that I'm using. Biodegradable. They're just a generic brand because they are for crafting. Marvel, stop! Little boy. No. Sorry, guys. We haven't had any word for a while. Yeah, well, that fits really good there. that. Oh man, I would love to just sit here and do this all day. It's really relaxing. I highly, highly recommend it. Wait, where was I gonna put that? Right here? I wish I had the guts to do it that way, but I just feel like that's just wasting paper because I'd have so many pieces I need to cover it up with to make it kind of square again. Okay, let's throw some flour in there. Some flour power, eh? Oh, see, yeah, we're almost out of this glue stick right here. Didn't even get a full masterboard out of it. And it's not even full, it's like an American 8.5 by 11. Ugh. Come on. This is just... I don't like these glue sticks. This is why I prefer working with the liquid glues. This right here. I'm messy by nature. Not naughty by nature, but messy by nature. And I just... Blah. Okay, let's find another glue stick. I think I'm down to 3 of these left, so yay. We haven't had any of these on in a while. Now see, this doesn't feel so goopy. Maybe the other one was partially used. Let's get a matte piece in. Let's do a little bit of green. We haven't done green in a minute. Oh, come on, get off of there. Get off of there. So yeah, it's a lazy Sunday afternoon. Isn't there a song about a Sunday morning or a Sunday afternoon that's lazy? If you know what it is, put it in the comments. I know there's, what, did the Bengals do Sunday? Ugh, my hands are just... Bleh. And not in a good bleh way. I don't know what a good bleh way would be, but this is not it. Remind me after I ask my friend for permission, I'll tell you the story about meatloaf. I gotta ask her permission before I put it on the internet. I know now you guys are like, we want to know, what is it? What is it? What is it? Well, I have to ask permission to use it. I mean, it's my story too, but it's not centering around me, so I don't want to offend my friend or embarrass her. Lord knows I have enough to be embarrassed about myself, so why would I want to inflict that on someone else, right? Okay, we haven't had one of these pieces in a minute. I don't have one that's upside down compared to the others, so we're going to throw that in there. To the best of my knowledge, this is upside down anyways. Okay, let's see. Marvel's starting his cry routine. I told you guys the other day that he's learned to cry from him Grammy because she's, oh no, poor little puppy. And so now he has started crying. And you know, I told you about TikTok and stuff, and I just love the crying husky videos. I just love them. But I always like it when dogs talk back to you. I just think it's just super adorable. Weird, I know, I'm weird, but I like it when critters have their own little personalities. And Marvel certainly does. Well, all of our animals have always had their own personalities. That is for sure. Yeah, this is starting to fold up, so I'll put it underneath this mat to dry and flatten out before we make anything out of it. And then watch, I'll be like, well, where did I put it? This thing is see-through.
Olive oil.
Okay. Okay. In case you heard, that's my little English mummy. I live with her. She's her health's not great, so I help her where I can. And she's got a list of stuff that I'm getting for her from the grocery tomorrow after work, and she's just added a little bit to that list for me. As we like to say around here, bless her little cotton socks. Yeah. Hey, we're almost done, you guys. What do you think? I kind of like it. It was a pain in the butt, but it was relaxing at the same time. And there is, like, yeah, that's a marble hair. Okay, I think I need a little tiny something there. Maybe that. And then we're almost done. Now I know some people go on and put a second layer on them. I don't think this warrants that or needs it. Oh, nope. Shouldn't have torn that. What do we want here? I do want this. I want a piece of this up here. Is that going to be big enough? Not quite. I'm not gluing it all the way because that's going to be an end that gets cut off anyways. So we need a little something here. Let's just throw this little flower there. That's the last one I have of that style anyways. There's my wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Ugh. Okay. That's done. For now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it dry a little bit, and then I'll put it underneath this big mat here so that I can get it to flatten out some. And I may be back on later today, I may not. I'm liking breaking this up so I don't feel so pressured to do it, and then we can see it as we go. Again, adventures in masterboards.